Hey, welcome to 23 Degrees Sideways. I'm playing with the camera mount right now. I got a set of cell phone mounts for the van that I showed you in a video yesterday, maybe? I don't know, short-term memory and enlightenment. So I'm using one of them. I'm kind of seeing how it works. I've got my phone set to 1-to-1 square ratio, which appears to actually work when I'm sideways, but if I turn my phone vertically, it goes into cell phone mode on video and gives you the weird video, which I apologize for from a few days ago. So I'm kind of learning about the bugs of the software that is closed source, so I cannot fix it because that's the way of the world. We're in the van right now, parked in a parking lot, just because I wanted to talk a little bit because I need to do my daily videos. I am much more comfortable sitting around here doing the videos, even though it's kind of that weird talking head in a driver's seat thing. You know, I'll be doing it in the back later. That seat that's right behind me, I'll probably use periodically, or the passenger seat once I have my partner driving more. Ha ha! Good luck with that. What's the lesson for today? The lesson for today is to trust the outside world just a little bit. And what I mean by that is I've noticed that a lot of people who live in their cars or their vans will go to a place and they'll stay there for an extended period of time, okay? And extended period of time can be 3 days or 3 weeks, or in the case of something like Quartzsite in the winter, people will stay out there for 2 months. And they'll stay in their van. And they'll stay cooped up in their van. So when you're a nomad, it's a good idea to expand yourself a little bit more rather than solely turning inward and introverting yourself. And this philosophy goes with more than just things like making friends at a bar, or booking a new hostel, or finding a new app for campsites, or whatever. It also involves moving your space out. And I understand that security is a really, really big deal. And a lot of people who are living in their vehicles, a lot of people go nomad who are in vehicles not doing Airbnbs, not doing international travel. The upper class expat is a different kind of nomad. A lot of people who are living in older cars, older vans, and such are limited. Limited in terms of what they have available to them. Not rich. Poor people, quite often. I'm not rich either. I've been rich. I've been homeless. Right now, we're edging towards the troll under a bridge enlightenment thing. So, and a lot of these people have a sense of need or insecurity. Okay, there's a lack of trust. They're not comfortable with the idea that an alms bowl, a change of clothes and a backpack, and a blanket, and you can just go be a holy man and be homeless and stuff with no material needs. Most people aren't built for that, right? So this van becomes a security thing. This car, whatever you're sleeping in, I know people who are living in a Subaru Outback, individual person, single. I know a lady, she has a YouTube channel, who lives in one of those new Ford mini delivery truck van things. They look like Ford Transits, but smaller. They're smaller than a Dodge Grand Caravan. And she lives in that, and she does YouTube videos, and it's crazy. And she's not terribly happy with the amount of space that she gave herself, but she likes 30 miles to the gallon. Priorities. So a lot of people, it's small spaces, cars, vans, or a full-size van like this, conversion van, or even a larger one. The idea that they're dealing with is that this is their security. This is their safe place to sleep. Sometimes safe place to poop. Sometimes just safe place to hang out. And so you've got that inward turning hard metal I'm going to punch the fabric lining, but hard metal, like, boundary to your life. You are bounded. It's all, that's your safety and your security. Well, when you get to a campground, it might be a good idea to set up a cabin tent. Set up a shade structure, set up a cabin tent. You can hold a couple of things in your car. Set up some chairs, maybe even like have an air mattress or a cot or like some sort of folding bed frame or something, and like move out. Sleep in the tent for a while. If you're going to be there for a week, if you're going to be there for 3 weeks, if you're doing Ren fairs and you're going to be there for 2 months, build your little cabin. It's a fabric cabin. It's a tent, but get yourself out, outwardly expanding your space, outwardly expanding your viewpoint and your horizon. Stop looking down at your feet and look out at the campground. Look out at your social space. Look out at the trees. That's why you're out here. You may have financial issues, or you may have life issues, or you may have legal issues, but you're out here for freedom. And as we move forward technologically, so much stuff has changed in the past 10 years, it's just a different world. But as we move forward technologically and more and more people have that post-materialist, post-scarcity opportunity in their lives, you need to realize that you're out here for freedom. Whatever your security needs are, whatever your fears are, the thing that you have out here is boundless freedom. You have a backyard that is square miles. You have a view that is horizon to horizon with no windows bounding it. You don't have to sit in the driver's seat all day, which is a joke on me because this is the most comfortable place to do videos. You don't have to lay in the back seat in the bed all day. You can get out and not just open the van door and sit at your desk. Go outside. If you're going to be somewhere for more than a day or two, put up a tent. Make a campsite. Make a porch. Give yourself a sunshade. It doesn't have to be attached to the vehicle. It doesn't have to cost $500. You can get a used 10 by 10 canopy thing for like $30 at Goodwill. You can get them new at Big Five or Walmart on sale for what, $45, $50? That's fine. You can always use tarps to make side panels if you need to. You can do stuff. You can get a tent. You can get a standing room tent for $80. If you've got a family and you're traveling, if you're going to be in a campsite for more than 2 days, cabin tents are a wonderful thing to add rooms to, or to add rooms to your life. And that's just something to really, it's a lesson. And it's something that I see very few people in the van-oriented nomad world considering or making use of. They have their little bed in their hatchback or their Element or their van, and that is all they have. Yes, what you are hearing is a gas-powered blower in the background. I'm going to be so glad when we're not hearing that anymore. But I'm still parked in a city, and apparently even on Saturdays, the gas-powered blowers are inescapable. Not that I'm ever going to abandon cities, but that's a whole different topic. Expand your space, expand your life, expand your consciousness and your set of possibilities. Too many van people, van lifers, are stuck in the vehicle. And you really can get out. You really can open up your space. And you can do it for very little money. And it just makes everything better. It makes your cooking better. It makes your relaxation better. It makes your sleep better. Okay? If you're in a forested spot, set up a hammock and sleep in it for a couple days. Let your van air out a little bit. Everybody needs to get a little bit of that, let it air out once in a while. All right, that's all I got for you. That is the daily lesson on nomadism. I like this idea of putting it in as a lesson. Let go, expand, embrace, get more. It's all these weird sideways messages for you. So stay sideways.